Hi, I'm Lauren from LSP Actions, and I'm so excited to share the LSP Butterfly Overlay set with you. These are here for you if you really want to add that soft, magical, whimsical feel to your edits, but if you've struggled to do this in the past or to get it looking natural, this is a game changer for you. These overlays are designed to give you total creative control and freedom. Whether you want to add just a few delicate butterflies or you want to create like a whole dreamy scene and layer them up, the best part is you can use them directly from your Photoshop library to drag and drop, or you can add them manually from the downloads folder. And I've even included complementary Photoshop actions to give you even more control, layers and tips when adding these butterflies in to really get them to blend with your image, to tweak them perfectly. So in this tutorial, we're going to go through the setup right from download, extracting, unzipping, loading actions, getting butterflies into your library, dragging and dropping lots of different things you can do. So first, let's take a look at what's included. And if at any point you want to watch the faster Get Started Quick tutorial, you can watch this on YouTube under LSP Actions, or you can watch this on our video tutorial library at lsp-actions.com. Go to video tutorials, go on the library, and you can find all the relevant tutorials there at your fingertips to watch. When you first download these from the LSP Actions website, you'll notice you have the butterfly actions. This is an actions file for Photoshop, and you have a zipped overlay pack containing the 60 butterfly overlays. On Windows, right click and choose Extract All. Make sure you're extracting the files out of this zip somewhere you can access nice and easily. If you're on a Mac, you can use the archive utility option or double click, and again make sure you save these butterflies somewhere you can access them again and again. This is just extracting them here into a folder. Once you've done that, you can use them. Let's make this a little bit larger. So let's have a look at what's inside. You get 60 overlays in total. You get a mix of butterfly groups via species and colour, all the way through to mixed and fantasy. These are high resolution, so you can scale them up or down without losing the quality. You get individual butterflies too, to drag and drop if you only want one or two, or you want to create your own scene. And they're carefully designed to look great in different lighting conditions, whether you're using them on an outdoor image or an indoor studio shot. You also get the LSP Actions Butterfly Applicator Actions. This is where the magic happens when it comes to blending and customizing if you would like to use them. To get the actions into Photoshop, you just double click and the actions will appear. If you're in Photoshop Elements, then the actions will appear in a mode that looks a little bit like this. It might be a lighter colour with your play icon at the top. I've put a little play icon next to the actual actions. Inside a Photoshop action plays a series of pre-recorded steps over your image, resulting up into the layers panel. In full versions of Photoshop, I like to use button mode. So on the actions, click the little burger menu, hit button mode. If it looks a bit like this, grab the side and just tweak them in until they snap into a nice neat column. Go to the bottom because this is where your butterfly actions will come in. They'll come in at the bottom. The first action you have is apply a butterfly in layers. You click this, open up your butterfly folder, choose the one you want to apply and hit enter. It's going to do all the work for you. And then you can have step 2, which is select a butterfly for tweaks, where you can darken, brighten, colour change, paint a shadow underneath and add a colour blend boost. We're going to get onto those in just a minute. First, I want to show you how to add the butterflies manually. So go ahead and open up your image in Photoshop. If you like using libraries in Photoshop, you can create a new library. Let's call it LSP Butterflies. And then locate the extracted, unzipped butterfly files, all 60 of them, from your downloads folder. Drag and drop them into the library, and that's going to load them up. You will be able to drag and drop them in. And you can see they're all instantly in your library. So for example, let's just drag one, drop it over our image and resize and reposition exactly where you want. My tip for pro resizing is look at the sharpest butterfly in the group and resize this to a size that suits your subject. Think about how big butterflies would be in real life. Obviously closer to the camera, the blurred foreground is bigger. Further away, the blurred background is smaller. So look at the sharp butterfly and think how big you'd like that to actually be. Double click and hit enter. Back on your layers panel and they're done. If you can't see your layers, come up to window and click layers. And you can see there they're done, and at any point you can come back in, drag them around and move them because they are a separate layer. I'm just resizing them. And the cool thing you can do is you can build these up as well. You can drag more and more and more in if you want to create a really overloaded scene, or you can just add a layer mask if you want to take a few away. Click on the layer. The bottom of your layers panel, there's a little icon. It's a rectangle with a circle. Looks a little like the Japanese flag. You add this and it adds a layer mask in. A layer mask is like a lotto scratch card. White means show and black means hide. So if I was to Control and Command and hit I and invert this layer mask to black, you can see the butterflies have disappeared. They're still there. The layer mask is just hiding them. So let's invert Control and Command I back to white. And you can grab a brush and change the colour to black. Make sure your mode is normal, 100% opacity, around 25% flow. My brush looks a little larger than it actually is because I like to make the cursor bigger when I'm screen recording. And you can just brush over any butterflies that you don't want to show in your image. You're not erasing them, they're still there. You're just choosing to tailor what shows and what's hidden. I'm going to hit V on the keyboard or the move tool icon, and we can just drag these around to reposition. It's great, really very, very flexible. Manually, if you'd like to add a blur, I'm going to show you how to do all of this a lot easier with the Photoshop actions. If you would rather just use the actions and hit ahead, I'm just showing you how to manually do this at the moment. Come up to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and just go back to 0 and tweak this up. Look at the blurring on the butterflies and just apply a blur that would work in a foreground or a background. Click on the filter mask now in your layers panel. Control or Command I will invert that entire blur effect to black, which means it doesn't show. Turn that off for a minute. And if we're going to grab our brush, now set to white, we can paint blur only on the butterflies that we want to blur. Just like this. Can you see that? Really very, very flexible. And it gives you that real depth of field. Once you've done this, if you want to change the blur, just underneath, it's really little, where it says Gaussian Blur, double click this and you can make some changes to the blur effect. It's a great way of tailoring your editing in Photoshop. So that's how to apply the butterflies by hand using Photoshop libraries. Let me just remove these now. Now I'm going to show you how to apply them by hand just by dragging and dropping. This is great if you're on an older version of Photoshop or if you like to do it more manually. Let's grab a butterfly overlay in your folders, drop it over your image in Photoshop, and there we go. That's another way of accessing your folders, and you can apply a layer mask again with a brush set to black if you want to take away. For example, if you've added the butterflies in, they're in the perfect position, but there's one over your subject's face, this is where you might want to add a layer mask with a black brush and just paint that away. Just to really make this work for your image. So now I'm going to show you how to use the Photoshop actions. Like I said earlier on, to get the actions in Photoshop, you just double click. Any issues, go on the LSP Actions website, video tutorials, on the video tutorial library, click installation guides, and there's different tips and techniques in there to help you get Photoshop actions in. Photoshop actions are a series of pre-recorded steps that make editing a lot quicker. So click below to add the butterfly. Again, you can add from your library or you can drag and drop. But if you use the action to apply, it gives you some extra layers that I've set. Let me show you. I'm going to click Apply a Butterfly and Layers to play it. Locate the butterflies that you'd like to add in. And resize, drag around, get them exactly where you want them. And you can see now in your Layers panel, it's not only added the butterflies with a layer mask done for you, it's also added the filters with a box Gaussian blur that you can paint on to blur anything without having to set it manually. You have a blend paint layer mask and a contrast paint layer mask. So let me show you what these do. First of all, the layer mask on the butterfly layer, your main butterfly thumbnail. If your thumbnails are too small, you can click on the burger menu of your layers panel, hit panel options and make sure you've chosen large thumbnail size. So you can easily see which layer is your butterflies. At any point you can click on this with your move tool and position them where you want. You can click on the layer mask and grab a brush, set it to black. Again, I prefer soft, round, normal brush mode, 100% opacity, 25% flow, and paint off any of the butterflies that are not serving your image. Underneath you have the blur filter, so you can just paint this on with a white brush. Make sure if it's not working, make sure you're on the correct colour brush, black or white. Paint this on to blur, and if you want to remove this, you can switch to black and paint it off again. Next up, you have a blend paint. If you click on the actual layer, nothing is going to happen. You need to click on the box, which is a layer mask. So click on the box. The layer mask is black. That means you need a white brush to make it work. And you can come over your butterflies. It's super subtle result, really gentle. But what this is doing is it's just blending the butterflies a little bit more, calming them down to make them suit your image. This will work well for a lot of images, especially outdoors. So if I turn that off and on again, you can see it's just calmed those butterflies down with tones that suit the image. Above this you have a contrast paint. Click on the black mask. If you find the toning has added a little too much mutedness to your butterflies, is that even a word? You can just add a bit of contrast in. So now we have the butterflies blending beautifully with the image. Section 2 of the Photoshop Actions, select a butterfly for tweaks. If you want to add any more editing to your butterfly, make sure you select the butterfly layer. Because you might have a few in there, the Photoshop Actions are not going to know which one you mean that you want to edit. So make sure you click on the thumbnail. It'll have an invisible kind of background, checkered background with butterflies on. The LSP butterfly group or the individual butterfly, click on this first. That's super important to remember. If you forget and you play the action out, they do something wonky, just delete the layers that they've added in. You can delete a layer by grabbing it and dragging it down to the trash icon. So hit the butterfly layer. Now you have brighten up. So I'm just going to click this one. Again, it's a mask. The brush is selected for you. You can just go ahead over these to brighten up. Darken down. We can darken the butterflies. You can add any shading and shadowing if you need to. Color change paint. So to use this one, it's going to look like nothing has happened. It's a layer mask. So let's paint on the butterfly that we want to change the colour. And you can see these wings are turning purple. You might not want purple. So here on the adjustment layer, you can see it's a tiny icon on your thumbnail, like a little rectangle with panels above. Double click this and it's going to bring up your hue and saturation box in the properties. This might be up here. It might be somewhere. I like to drag my properties free floating. It just basically gives you the properties of that adjustment. It's a hue and saturation adjustment. So we can drag this around to add some colour toning. And you can also change the saturation level. So we've gone for a really dark purple. I'm going to now grab my brush, set it to black. I'd recommend you don't want to completely just give the butterflies a block colour. So let's just add this almost like it's coming in around the edge of those wings. That looks really pretty. So you can do some really creative things with colour changing. And again, at any point, you can just double click this. You can go through and you can change it to suit your image and your vision. Clicking back on the butterflies now. Colour blend boost. Ooh, your actions won't do that. It's a colour blend boost. Paint on. If they do, by the way, just click OK. And this is just going to boost the tones, and again, it's going to adapt them even more to your image. So if your image is mainly green, it will give the butterflies a slightly green hue. This image is very rich in red. It's made them even redder. And you have a light blend whimsy. Just come over. It's very gentle. This is just going to slightly mute the butterflies. You see that? Slightly muted. And you can turn any of these on or off to see the effect. Just by hitting the eye icons in the layer panel. That means show and hide. So these are all the actions that you have in. If you've turned any off and you don't want them in there anymore, you can simply come to Layer, Delete, Hidden Layers, and it will remove them for you, or drag them to the trash. So that is basically how you add the butterflies, an overview. Let's go over into some different images now and add the butterflies in different scenarios so I can show you a few pro tips and tricks when it comes to adding them. And you can catch these extra edits on the LSP Actions website under video tutorials. They're free to watch, lots of different tips and tricks and different scenarios. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Please do watch the other tutorials. They're super short. Assuming you've already watched this one, they just dive straight into some things you can do, showing studio and outdoor images. Enjoy the butterflies. I'm Lauren. Thanks for watching.